We are back into Icewind Dale.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, something I was going to plan for next week, but since we're here now, for the sake of time, since I was talking to, was it Macretus?
In the border ethereal? Oh no, you were talking to
Macretus, that's right.
You were talking I gotta find my notes. The Zentarum.
So
individual.
Between that and then me meeting up, or after me meeting up with the group, just for sake of time, can I so table talk, how does Matt get spells?
His wizard book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does he have to have a specific spell already there?
He has to
he
have spells prepared.
To use spells, he has to have them prepared inside his book.
So how does he do that?
So after
he takes the time to he takes the time to learn them and study them and write how to do them in his book, and that's his spellcasting focus.
Okay.
But then just like any other spellcaster, every day at dawn or like after a long rest, you can change what spells you want to use for that day. But he is a scholarly wizard. Okay. So that's how he gets his magic. Well, and the magic in the world, but he,
Yeah.
It's all in the ale.
Where you want him? Here.
The ale is my seat.
He will forever watch over.
Yep.
The drunker I get, then
the worse.
Okay.
So
I'm going to take the time in.
Then I need Matt to work on Dragon's Breath. I'm going to ask him to work on Dragon's Breath. I'm going to ask Dane to find a small metal cage, probably about like this size, within Good Mead. And I need Kurt to find me a rat. And I need him to put it to sleep.
like humanely? Like kill it? Or...
No, I just needed to put it to sleep for just a little while.
So not
awake. So magical sleep.
Yeah, magic. Not like...
Okay. Okay.
Roll me an investigation check.
So I need to work on Dragon's Breath? Is that a
Nat 20.
Okay. Pretty quick, you find a cage. It was just sitting outside the tavern. And then sleep on a rat.
That's a spell.
Or your hand flute thing.
Well, everybody
has
to
make
a save on
that's
it.
What
you could have gone off by yourself and looked for a rat and just put it to sleep.
Okay, well then, I'll use a charge on it. Fuck
Okay, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
And then...
So you need me to prepare Dragon's Breath and cast it?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
And can you... Is there any way for you to do like an extension on that? On the distance?
I need to read the spell.
Curious. Very curious. Alright, good. We're still recording.
Busy.
Good.
Real quick.
Yeah.
What was Friendly the goddess of again? It was
Vanity.
Vanity. Thank you.
Suits Kirk a little bit.
That's perfect. Bards are an ugly thing. It's a match made in heaven.
It definitely goes with my bard college.
Dang motherfucker.
College of Gwen.
Nah.
Explains the purple.
Wait, what?
Sleep, rat sleep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it can increase the range.
What you looking for?
Oh no, I found it. Dragon's Breath.
Speaking of which, how many spells do you currently have prepared?
Tell me what you would like to do.
I'd like to double its range if possible.
13?
How many can you have prepared?
It's short range. It's 15.
I mean, what is your ultimate goal here?
When you go into your
Not
spell,
like
usually.
what you're going to try to use it on or whatever, but what are you trying to do?
Okay, I'm trying to.
Wait, did I not have?
So I want to go down into the.
Oh,
the
it's because I'm level.
Swords or
Nine
No,
carries
it's
that
because-
are available.
It's because I'm still level 10.
Wherever you guys are going.
Right.
Okay.
It's because I'm still level
And
10.
I'm
Okay,
trying
that
to
makes
do
sense.
something that's gonna sort of protect us as we go along. So I'm basically creating a flamethrower, putting the rat in the cage,
Okay.
You know what you could do?
fixating its head to or its like mouth, like just the top of it. Him casting the spell over the rat, which would cause it to be able to have the flame, and then just using like the cage itself as the holder, and then.
What the
Can you? So Dragon Breath, you have to cast. Read the description for me.
So there's the oil spell.
Dragon's Breath.
Which I did think about that, and I also thought about alchemy fire too, and I also
Alchemy fire is just some balls.
Okay,
right.
so I touch one willing creature
Okay.
and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided
Okay.
it has one. And then I choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Okay.
Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d6 damage of the chosen type on a failed save, or half as such damage on a successful one.
Okay.
We have
So the rat is asleep.
Right.
flamethrower.
I would say I would need an animal handling check
Okay.
to see if it becomes friendly towards you,
Okay.
and then it might be willing. That is like the key
Okay.
word in this that I'm taking away.
Okay. The
Yeah,
willing part.
yeah, I saw willing. I was like, oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll turn around and just.
It won't even happen. It
Yeah.
won't even happen because it has to be willing to receive the magic.
So we were.
So
I
it
really
could work.
wanted to do that.
It
thing
could
that
work
you passed in.
if you were to befriend the rat, so you can spend your time and try to befriend the rat. I'm not going to say it's not going to work. I'm not just going to give it to you.
It's like, where did you find this rat?
I found it somewhere.
Why do I only
Don't
have
ask.
39 hit points?
It may or may not have been in the bottles of alcohol.
Has died.
6.
Mirth.
For animal handling? Okay. And that's before you go to bed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can attempt it again tomorrow.
Do you want these back?
Yeah, sure.
These from the...
Pass them down, that's fine.
Okay. Before we go to bed, I take some of my rations out
And try to
and
befriend
lay it in the cage next
To see
the
if
rat,
he... Okay.
just to give him a little.
In the
bit.
morning...
What do we do?
So you get advantage on your animal handling roll
Okay.
in the morning. Shenanigoons. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before they go to bed?
Can I go down? Where are we?
Well, I
At?
kind of woke up.
You're at the
already,
tavern.
so.
Meat hall.
Yeah, he's got room in the meat hall. Yeah, there's rooms upstairs.
Okay. Is there anybody downstairs that I can talk to that might let me know what's available in town?
Oh, the barkeep is there.
Okay. So I'm gonna go down and ask the barkeep. Where is a place where I can get weapons and armor? And did you know of a place I can get some alchemy fire?
He hears you. He kind of chuckles. And he says, Oh, my furry friend.
Something about
Have you seen the town you're in? We're good for ale and not much else, I'm afraid. You'd have to go to Easthaven, Brinshander, maybe Tourmaline to get things like that. But we don't make our own weapons here. We don't have a arcanery, or if that's what it's called or not. Nope. We sell booze and we live out on our own here.
Do any soldiers ever come this way through here, or even older items of weaponry or armor that you may know of?
I mean, we were fishermen. We have some hook spikes to wrangle in the fish. But as far as weapons, I mean, I got a club behind the bar here. We really don't get a whole lot of nonsense, honestly. Out here, we're kind of peaceful a bit. I guess we're like a family.
Family.
In the distance.
Family!
So I'm just gonna thank him and then go back up to my room.
Okay. Y'all get a long rest and gain back your spell slots that you just used. The next morning comes about. So all this would have happened prior to us having tonight's session.
Yeah.
We'll say that. You all wake up groggy. Kirk, you wake up from a dream or something. Yeah. You all wake up for the day.
Where is it that I want to go with the sewer thing? The underground place?
You've heard of the Underdark,
The Underdark.
is where you're thinking.
Okay. So, I couldn't remember it.
The Underdark, where they went and fought the dragon and the intellect devourers in the D&D movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
that's the
Okay.
Underdark.
Okay. Gotcha. So, I'm going to explain to the group that I need to find an entrance to the Underdark because I think that my brother is there. And, yeah. I think that that's a way to even being able to answer possibly all that's going on here in Icewind Dale.
I'll come with you. I thought we were looking for a fortress, but Underdark works too.
I think I've heard tale of an entrance lying around a dale. Wouldn't know where to begin to look for it, but I've heard tale rumor.
I'll come with too. Alright, let's do it.
So I think I want to go back to my friend's house and talk to him
Okay.
one more time.
Okay. Well, y'all are just chilling in the meat hall,
Yeah,
just getting some breakfast.
Mosey up to table and just get some grubs.
It's weird. Their main staple is ale.
I'll fit right in.
A little bit of food, a little bit of bread, but a bunch of ale. Or, I'm sorry, mead. A bunch of mead. Honeyed, sweet, spicy mead.
I'll have some
Dean's
mead.
gonna go to the temple and pray to Lathander.
I'll have some mead and just flip through my spell book.
So
Jaxxon.
I'm going to go and knock on the door again.
He answers the door.
Okay, yeah. So in my thieves' cant, I'm going to...
He closes the door a little bit behind him as he steps out on the porch with you.
I need to know the closest place to be able to get as many weapons and armor as possible, and I need to know who can help me find an entrance to the Underdark.
says, well, you, back in Thieves' Cant, he says, Bryn Shander's got the most abundance in men with arms. So they make decent stuff at the forges there. But as far as the Underdark, I mean, like I said last night, I would reach out to the network and see if I can find out more information for you. But it's only been a night, and my snake can only fly so far. So I don't have an answer for you right now.
Okay.
I apologize. But wherever you go, and he raises his hand, and you see like on the palm of his hand, there's like a brand, very faintly, of a sword with like wings, and it kind of curves. The sword curves a little bit, and he says, "I'll know where to find you." And he puts his hand on your shoulder, and you feel like this warmth, like a shock warmth, as he pulls his hand away, and you see the shape, the outline of the brand just kind of burns and glows a little red, orange, yellowish. It's like an actual burning brand, and he puts his hand down.
Okay. And I've got my rat in my cage too, the whole time.
And he's just like staring at it.
Yeah. And the whole way going to see him, I was talking affectionately to the rat. And now I'll look over at him and just nod my head and say thank you, and then walk back to find everyone.
Okay.
And then still affectionately talking to my rat.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I love it.
You want to do animal handling now? Or is it a wait?
Rat brother. Right. Yeah.
Okay. At advantage.
I'll feed him a little bit more. And then
Okay. Okay.
Dirty 20.
As you stick your fingers in the between the bars to give him a bit of the rations, he takes the rations and kind of nuzzles you a little bit. His whiskers kind of rub against your furry fingers, and it seems like he is now impartial to you. So one more step is friendly. So he's like even keel.
Yeah. Okay.
Before he was like scurrying around, or when he woke,
Yeah.
around the. Now he's just like, okay.
He's cool. Yeah.
Keep going. We'll do
Okay.
another roll.
Where the hell did you get the rat?
Turned up a little bit.
He got it for me.
When did you get the rat?
I went out and found one, scurrying around in the alley, played the little flute, made it sleep.
Okay.
Did I miss this? Was
So-
I here?
You were here.
In doing that, I have a small piece of leather,
Yeah.
like a leather strap that kind of goes through, that I kind of give to him, just sort of, and I like put it between his mouth, just sort of like a little floss thing,
Okay.
and just kind of let him get used to it.
Okay. He doesn't really. He's not sure if he understands what's going on. He doesn't. But he's like, okay, food, and he starts gnawing on it a little bit. Okay. Easy enough. You were going to the temple.
Yeah.
You walk in, and you see Gudrun, Runehammer, kind of sitting on the altar, legs kind of dangling with a cup of mead in her hand.
Did we already bury Mert, or have we not done that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see him that he's just off to the side on like a I don't want to say a pallet, but a little raised platform that they built, and he's laid out flat, and it seems like it's. I mean, you guys read the rights and everything last night and did what you got to do last night. So
I'm gonna slowly walk up to her and I'm gonna say, "Hey, sorry to bother you. Mert had a Bible of sorts to this deity you followed named Bredis, and me and the guys thought it would be a good idea to bury him with it when everything's said and done. So I figured I'd give this to you, so when we do everything in a little while or later today, you have it ahead of time. And then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna pray for some guidance from Lathander in the meantime. But we'll be in the tavern and we'll come find you when we're ready."
she takes the book. She doesn't open it. She's like puts it, her hand on top, brings it in, and nods, and walks over towards Mert and places it right on his chest.
Mert stands up. And then I'm going to find like one of the quieter corners where some.
There is nobody else in there.
Well, fair
It's
enough.
just you and her.
Less wind howling corners. I'm gonna find where some of the candles are lit, and Dane's gonna kneel down and with the axe in front of him. He's gonna start praying to Lathander for guidance, and he's going to ask for protection for the party and himself when they enter the Underdark, because he knows the perils that can wait them down there. And he's going to say to Lathander that whatever oath he requires of Dane, he's willing to give it in order to have his boon and his blessing. And
Okay.
then Dane's going to get up and head back towards the tavern.
Okay. So everyone's back at the tavern now. A few more people have come in. Just a handful of townsfolk coming in to get their morning mead and their slice of bread. The wind is still kind of howling. The darkness is still about as normal. Y'all are fairly used to this now. When y'all are sitting down, is there anything y'all would like to discuss or do or whatever? Just kind of eat or think about murder?
So in my heart, I want to mourn Mert, but I say to everybody instead, we have to go back to Bryn Shander, and we have to weapon up. There's some things that I need before we go down to the Underdark, and I don't know I don't know how to get down there yet, but I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, Easthaven would be closer, because I don't know about you, but I really don't want to go through that forest again, especially if them big uglies are still there.
It's a very long trek back to Bryn Shander.
Not only that, we need money to get back from the gates, because we can't, get in without paying.
Okay, but we need weapons, or I need armor.
Well, Easthaven is a fairly large city as well. I mean,
What type of armor do you need?
Anything more than what I have.
Well, I have some materials I can smith. We find a forge, I can make you the armor.
There just doesn't seem to be anything in this town other than mead. So my kind of
Good mead.
good and family, which is great, but I need weapons and I need armor.
Well, I haven't told you this yet, but the blacksmith in Bryn Shander, I gave him the troll claws, and he said he'd be making you a special weapon. So there's the option we get back there that we might have a new toy for you. However, I need the money to pay him for the work, so we gotta figure something out in the meantime.
And that's in Bryn Shander. And how far is Easthaven from here?
couple hours, few
Yeah.
hours.
Yep, a little while.
Do you think there's an alchemist or
Oh, I never really messed with that stuff, but there's a fair chance. I mean, Easthaven and Bryn Shander are kind of like sister cities. If it's in one, it's usually in the other, from what I can recall.
I'd like to get my hands on some alchemist fire if possible.
Well,
Well, you do that. I've not a clue what that is.
Napalm on steroids.
Been trying to make some napalm for the last several campaigns.
Well, how's that flamethrower going so far?
4.5 hours. 4.5 hours.
So, while we're discussing this, Dane's gonna look at you guys and say, "Hey, when we finally do go to the Underdark to find your brother,
you
stay
taking
near
yours?
me. I can help keep us all safe if you're near me when we're fighting, but there's untold dangers once we're inside the Underdark. So stay near me." And then I'm gonna tell you guys, if we're gonna get going, we need to get going soon. Before we leave, we have to bury Mert. So we need to make our decisions now and start moving.
I say we go to Easthaven.
We'll follow you.
I mean, I kind of suggested it.
Yeah.
As you guys are discussing who suggested what and where to go, the door to the mead hall burst open, and everyone just kind of looks. Howling wind creeps in through the door, actually forces in through the door. You guys get a blast of cold air through the fires that are keeping you slightly warm inside the mead hall. Snow begins to blanket just inside the door. And you see a large silhouette of a large feline humanoid.
I'm gonna shout, "Hey, close the damn door!"
Right. I'm pretty sure you guys are not used to this cold.
It's like,
Wow.
it's like the hateful eight.
The best Harry Potter impression.
I would say. Would it be okay if it was carrying like? Not sure.
Yeah. Do what you want. Yeah.
He is carrying in hands a
rabbit.
I was thinking first of that, but no. I was like, he's carrying a what even are beasts in the winter? What the? I did not think of this.
Snow bunny.
Well, I'm gonna say he's carrying
Like Arctic
deer.
fox. Okay, a portion of a deer.
Portion of a deer
Okay.
without the head. It was lost somewhere.
Hindquarters.
He's holding it over his shoulder. He's holding it over his shoulder. White gray and gray pelt of his, barely tinted, barely stained with the blood of his prey. Marked by stripes of coal black as he walks over to the bar. He is fairly tall. He's a fairly tall height.
Take a look at the chat.
What?
Chad is McManus.
Ooh.
Kitty warrior.
Okay, I see you, Shao Kahn.
And he goes to the bar and offers part of the deer. Will this do for some mead?
Yeah. And he drops it down behind the bar, and he pulls out a big tankard, and then he pulls out a bottle, like a curved bottle, and he just sets it down next to the tankard.
Thank you, my good man. You four are not from here, are you? I've passed through here for a while. There is some axe weeks and some dogs. There's a dog sled outside. Are those yours?
Jaxxon kind of looks up and sort of brushes his ear away from the snow that's coming in. Shakes
I
it
already
off.
closed the door.
It says, very observant. Are you from around these areas?
Have you looked at my fur?
You look like you're from Icewind Dale area, but you don't look like the type that would stay here in Good Mead. Don't look like the family type.
I am a hunter from a clan to the north.
What is a hunter from the clan in the north doing in the south?
Hunting.
That's a long way from home.
And some vengeance.
Vengeance on what?
He pulls back his eyelid. This. On some horned beasts. Which I kind of mistook as a all bear. Anyhow. I'm hunting this beast, for I cannot return to my clan without it, or without my death.
Well, we can offer you at least one of those if you'll join us.
Are you sure you can fight this beast?
No, the death one.
Are you sure you want to try that?
Not us.
Good.
Possibly. We can. We're down a member, and we could definitely use some more strength if you'd be willing to join us. And I'm just looking at all the other guys, like, right?
I'm face buried in my mug of mead, just finishing it off for the morning. Take it down. Who the fuck let the cat in?
Dane takes the head of his axe and he kind of grips and kind of pounds the hilt of the axe in the ground and says, I don't trust the cat, but maybe he can earn his keep first.
I'm just gonna finish sipping my ale. I'm gonna be like, I like him.
Hey.
Sure. Why not let him come along?
I mean, so long as he's going to Easthaven with us, I really don't see an issue with it, I guess.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Isn't that right?
You have claws.
I'd rather
I'm not gonna scratch with those claws.
Yeah, considering that one of your paws is probably about the size of me. Yeah, no, I'd rather you not scratch my back.
So you should know we're headed to Easthaven to armor up so we can go to the
Underdark.
Underdark.
The Underdark.
You wouldn't happen to know an entrance to the Underdark around here, would you?
Would I?
Roll
History?
roll a survival check.
Survival. 13.
You hear a 14.
14. Now, I'm not sure if Natural Explorer has anything to do with this or not.
You've heard of the place from one of the elders in the clan that raised you. They might know more information.
For that, I'd have to check with my clan. And, well,
I've got my clan working on it too, so we'll just go with that. But we could definitely use a hunter and somebody of your size and girth.
Oh my.
I thought I was the one that's supposed to make innuendos here.
He doesn't mean the tail.
Yeah.
Hey, there's only room for one person with the third leg in this group.
Actually, funny enough. Is it a dulcimer?
yes.
You notice a dulcimer hanging on his back.
What you looking at?
I see you've got a dulcimer there.
I do.
Any good with it?
It is a hobby that I'm somewhat proficient with.
Let's see how good you really are, and I'll take my
Roll
for
playing initiative.
and I'll take the
Georgia.
on my back and I'll
Performance check. Performance check. Are you playing against him? Are you
I have to.
trying to okay? Performance check.
Yeah.
Battle of
He
the
takes a
Bands.
seat and puts his dulcimer on his lap. And dirty 20.
Dirty 28.
God bless America.
God damn!
You start plucking, and then he starts raking. And you guys get pretty well in sync. And you end up playing like the same tune, but you both are improvising, but it sounds great.
Not too shabby at all. No, not too shabby. I still think I'm the better player here, though.
Well, not much time to practice in the snow.
Oh, plenty of time. You just have to know when to play.
Plenty of time when a bear is after you.
Okay, fine.
Flips the dulcimer onto his back. I've also practiced a little bit of lute, but not that much.
I'll kind of keep plucking strings, but not in a menacing way. Just kind of, sitting there, happy with myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that still same performance check for a little while. Just continue to play well. Everyone's kind of looking around. Cheersing up to every few notes, they'll cheers up. Every few notes, they'll cheers up. Down some mead. No money's flowing your way, though.
I got my monies off.
The rich in mead and family.
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 I should have added the bottle to my inventory. The bottle.
I mean, that was for flavor, but if you wanted that, sure.
I was just asking.
A bottle of mead, that's fine. If you weren't going to drink it.
I'll keep it up close by.
Okay.
Never know when you gotta smack somebody on the head with it.
So our axe beaks and our sled, where are they at?
We had them tied off when we came in.
Yep, they're tied off outside the meat hole, we'll say.
Okay.
So Dane's gonna stand by and say, "Let's bury our man and start moving." He's gonna just head out of the meat hall,
Yep.
axe in tow, muttering underneath his breath because of that quote unquote damn cat.
I'm gonna follow Dane, and
What's his
I'm
problem?
gonna take the picture of my family out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sort of say to myself, "I'm coming for you, Fiver," and then close the picture and.
You say fiver, not fivel.
No.
That is a great reference.
Fiver.
Okay.
501 West.
That's a little.
I'm gonna laugh.
A little on the nose.
You're right,
So
Fivel.
It's actually Fiver's a character from Watershed Down. I don't know
Okay.
if you guys remember. Yeah.
I've heard of the movie, never seen it.
Well, now I know his name. I never knew it before.
Okay. Following suit, slinging my loot over the back,
Okay.
in high spirits, despite the darkness.
You see in some of the darkness, there's like torches that have been placed in the snow leading from the temple, just beyond to the north of it, on the edge of the thicket of woods, that central part just above, right? Like right behind the temple. And you see that there is a hole dug through the permafrost and about a handful of feet down. You see around it random like snow-covered some stone tombstones, some crosshatch wood markers, and beside or just like just like right beside the hole is on a small platform is Mert. And you see Gudrun Runehammer standing beside with a torch in her hand, clutching the cookbook in her other. She welcomes you all and says, I didn't know your friend. I'm sorry this happened. but he is among family now. Ours and his. If there's anything you all would care to share before we lay him to his final resting place, now would be the time.
He was a brave word.
His food was delicious.
I bet he would still taste like chicken.
But now he's frozen chicken.
Don't think you can thaw that one.
Dane's gonna walk up and he's gonna say, "I'm sorry, I failed you too," and then he's going to step back and be very stoic and stone-faced. Leave it at that.
He saved our asses on a lot of occasions.
Yeah.
Does
That
make sense
is
to me.
hard-headed. He's
And we ended up with his stuff.
Flips around the sword +1. Yep.
kind of jiggles the coin purse a little bit.
Yep.
By the way, does anyone know if he asked to be cremated or not?
I don't think you can cremate that.
Based
It's
on
a little late at this
you're
point.
right. He's frozen. Okay.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
He's frozen.
To Mart.
To murder.
Yeah.
To Mert.
Gudrun says to Mert, as we lay him beneath the earth, snow covers all, not memory. Hold what you cherish dear, the memory of your dear friend. He lives on in all of you. Let's have some mead. And she's a little magic in her hands, and Mert just kind of rises and goes into the ground, and the snow and the permafrost begin to cover up where Mert is. Your friend, Mert, the bird, is the word of memory. Leon, did you follow them for this?
Yes. I had to follow them.
What are you thinking?
He's staying. I'm staying quiet through it all. Holding a tankard of mead, some cheers, celebration. Well, celebration to just
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Maybe we all recognize the respect that you were offering the group that moment. Appreciate it. You're not just like, who the hell is Mert?
What kind of name is
Was a good kill.
Gudrun turns and begins to walk back, leaving you all there to do and stay as long as you wish.
So I'm gonna kneel next to where the freshly moved dirt and snow was, and just kind of place a hand and just kind of hold my hand to my chest and just say a prayer to myself to Frimley, this new goddess I've found faith in, and new to her, just kind of be like, hello, pretty elf lady. I don't know how this goes, but I hope you take our friend to the better place and keep him well, his spirit. And we'll get up and brush my knees off.
As you begin to do that, you look off, your eyes kind of wander through like the little graveyard, and you could have swore you saw a foxtail dip behind one of the tombstones.
The fuck was that? Y'all see that?
Nope, just him.
Oh, just kidding.
Alcohol. Man.
Sorry, alcohol makes me see things.
What we all see is you slump to the good tree going, fuck it up.
I'll nod my head in acknowledgement and just kind of brush myself off and just.
Dane's gonna.
Did it look like you were praying?
In a sense, for somebody who's never had a faith before.
Would you, I'm letting you make this decision, would they have noticed what you were doing? Not overtly speaking, obviously, but...
Yes, they would have noticed something would be...
You'll
not
notice that
normal.
he's doing something he hasn't really done before.
And I lean over to Dane and say, I think the little ones found some sort of faith. I want to say found Jesus, but
That is remembering the one from Brimshander.
I think we broke Kirk.
so I'm gonna walk after Kirk gets done. Walk over to Mert's graveside and just put my hand down and in my brain have a montage of Mert moments, the way we were, kind of thing, and then stand back up and walk over to Leon and just put my hand as far up as I can on him, like I'm putting it on his shoulder, and just say, "We're glad to have you," and then walk away.
Start heading back to the mountains.
Yeah. Where are y'all headed? Oh, what are you doing?
Dane's going to pray to Lathander while they're all walking away. He's gonna say, "You brought my friends back at the Blackened Cabin after all hope was lost. We've lost this one you've looked out for us before. Just please fight Auril's magic and protect him from the darkness that's taking over, so we can fight him better." And then he's gonna turn around and head towards the mountain.
Okay. Make a religion check.
19.
Okay. Hang on. Okay. Super short hand. Okay. Didn't seem like it, but it was. Okay. So, leaving your recently unalived best birdie friend to rest after all your travels, thinking back to where y'all met and what y'all been through. It hasn't seemed so long, but you feel like you've known him for a lifetime. It's how you remember good old Mert. Where to?
Axe Peaks and hop on,
Yeah.
or hop over to East.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll
Okay.
offer the free axe beak to our snow leopard bird or cat looking friend.
Dane sees it and he huffs and hops on the ice and he axe beak before the cat can. Says, "Fuck it, he can have the dogs," and rides off.
Alright, then he can have the dogs.
Alright.
I'll clamber up onto my axe beak and
Okay.
Thank you for the offer.
I don't have a map for Easthaven because I haven't printed. I haven't taped
You
it
weren't
up together.
prepared.
I was not ready for you guys to go to Easthaven yet. Y'all had one plan, it changed. So bear with me.
Do you have curriculum moment or any type of need for your
I mean,
teacher?
do we need to?
I
Do you want to pause for tonight and just do like a? Because literally, I think the only reason we need to go to Easthaven is to armor up. Unless we're going to find something else, like could we just sort of do a virtual Easthaven and then head to the Underdark?
Yeah, that's what y'all want to do.
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
I mean, I don't see any other reason why we need to.
Go to Easthaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally a gas station for us.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm going to use this one because like I
I'll be
have-
honest with you, I don't have the Underdark prepared at all because that's completely curveball for me. But I can, if y'all want to give me a week,
Yeah. So
I can make this work.
could we virtually roll like between now and next week of where we're gonna go
Easthaven.
Easthaven stuff
And
and, just
then-
what we got,
yeah.
and then just be like right at the Underdark, or
We can, yeah, just about.
ready?
I'm alright
Okay.
with that.
I mean,
In the meantime, we
I don't want to mess up where you were going.
No,
to,
no,
but-
this is not where I am going. This is where you guys are going.
Well,
So if
and
you guys change your mind, you
he
guys
was
go
not
wherever you
prepared for
want.
this.
so I mean, the Underdark was because I thought we were going to end up finding one too, but when the Underdark got introduced and that's possibly where my brother was, I was like, well, I guess that's where I need to go.
Yeah,
So okay,
yeah,
okay,
could be. Yeah, definitely.
I guess
I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna tell you guys where to go.
in the meantime we could try to solve bandit problems because we still have to do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Well,
fortress
you
was...
still have the
To
bad
the
problem.
south, wasn't it?
I have it in my notes. The abandoned outpost was near the spine on the other side of Red Run, about a day and a half journey from Good Mead, which is the other
Opposite
direction.
side.
Yeah. So the red water, it's like this way, toward me.
Yeah, Red Water is not Red Run. My bad.
We'll have that. Sir. We got DC move.
Red water.
I don't want to force you guys into going places. So that
As long as we're murdering
Well,
things, I'm
weird
happy.
stuff.
I mean, with time the way that it is, it's just makes sense since we're kind of coming up to the final one. I mean, we just do whatever's
all up to
going to
y'all.
bring Matt and I to our destination.
On Apex.
Yeah.
To our death,
So-
to our everlasting.
So the fortress is a day and a half in the opposite direction of Eastwind, right?
Easthaven.
Or Easthaven.
Well, yeah, but with your axe beaks, you could probably get there in your sled. You're probably just a little quicker.
So if we go to the fortress, and our purpose in doing that is to
Go kill a bunch of bandits.
Plus, that was the initial lead we had for your brother too.
Yeah, was that outpost?
yeah.
That was where you would heard that slavers were kind of like a stepping point. Bandits.
Bad shit. They bad shit crazy.
That was kind of the direction. Besides what you talked to your Zentarum agent about.
Yeah.
That's the information you had prior to that.
Right. Well, I think Jaxxon would protest because his main initiative is to find his brother, and so this would feel like a side to doing that. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean,
But
Dane, I think both of us would argue, yeah, but we have two leads. Why follow one? We can follow
yeah.
both.
Well, would we? Did you tell us about the under? Or
Yeah,
the
under-
lead leading to the under? Yeah.
Underdark, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where
Well-
I think my brother is. I would not have given up my entire information of how I knew that. I would just ask you guys to trust me that that's what I knew was best. Like I wouldn't tell you, I wouldn't talk to an informant.
Yeah. Well, I think Kirk would pretty much just be along for the ride at this point, being the the 10 towns guide, having made my way through many of the towns and townspeople. But
Oh my.
I was waiting for you to drop one of those.
but
Anytime you say stuff like that, all I picture is a soiled mattress.
Oh. How you doing?
He's just walking around
Hey, beautiful.
like Family Guy style with a mattress tied to his back, just walking around the street.
Cigarette stains everywhere. Oh, mattress.
But pretty much, I don't have any skin in the game except to find a way to get rid of Auril.
Peculiar idea, but okay.
You're just gonna hear Dan say, "It's not a
What's
snack,
your
cat."
animal handling?
Mine?
Yeah.
+2.
Who has the highest animal handling?
But I can talk.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
I have +2 as well.
I have a +3. Because
I have a +4.
Uh-huh.
you have high wisdom.
I also have.
Yeah.
Friendship.
I mean, I'm a wizard.
Wizards are
Some
intel based,
levels.
not wisdom
Yeah.
based.
Can you... Okay.
Interesting.
Talking to him may be a really good... Yeah. I may ask you to use that. Talk to the rabbit.
Well, it isn't as low as being left to live from my prey. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can come to that. That doesn't need to happen now.
They don't want to do it now?
No, we can
Okay.
wait because we're still. I don't need him right now. So we can
Okay.
wait.
Still deciding
Okay.
what to do?
I don't need you. I'm just still. Well, I mean, he's. I'm taking care of him, so
Yeah.
feeding him a little bit of rations and.
So you fashioned a baby shoulder holster, just kind of dangling off your side on
yeah,
the
with
crate.
the cage.
Gate.
There,
Have
yeah.
a dragon
yeah.
rats.
He's kind of like
my.
he's Baby Yoda.
So
Baby-
it's a little
He's a
yeah.
possum holding on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's got yeah.
Okay.
And I also have a staff that's about this long
a snap.
that I'm kind of fashioning as well, just whittling with a dagger.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Strap
use-
the rat to the end of the staff and say, "Burn!"
So my plan is to fashion the staff at the end.
So
of
it's
the,
a pokey stick?
No,
Get going.
to have the cage here and the staff here, and then the rat on the other side, and then just be like
Okay.
So
Rat
you're trying to
forward.
make like.
rat flamethrower.
So you're making something throw fire.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not a snack. Cat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can just
When
make a
you're,
bonfire.
yeah. If we're going into any sort of tunnels or anything like that, I just like to have some insurance. Always be prepared.
With flamethrower rats. Okay.
Something that just keeps
Alright.
whatever's ahead of us at a distance. That's all I'm thinking.
I could always
Not the
make a
craziest
bonfire.
idea I've heard.
I could always make a bonfire.
So what can you do? If you can make a bonfire. What are some things that you can do?
Well, he's gonna point to a patch of snow and oh god, what is it? What is the components? Verbal and somatic. He's gonna point towards a patch of snow and just say, "Oh, it's there." Fuck. I was like, "Oh wait, where's my D4?"
You have that guy.
Fair. Use
down
this.
there, too.
This is your character now for now.
Okay.
Kitty cat?
Yeah, it works. It's a no.
It's a doggy cat. Got it.
Nice.
Hold on. You have Knowles back there?
He's gonna point to
It's like, don't make me
to a
connect
patch of snow in the distance and just say "ump," and a fire just a bonfire just bursts as he casts create bonfire.
Is that a spell or cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
We're still going by it on next week. You should go.
Like, nice. Okay. Well, between that and the Drunken Master's flames and my rat flamethrower and maybe some other things we come up with, maybe we can actually beat
I can
this
also
Ice Queen.
Fire!
I can also shake the earth with a stomp, but I'm not gonna do that.
Ooh, like a sumo wrestler.
Sure.
I like that. Huh.
See, I immediately thought, oh, hey, it's gonna be like a sumo stomp.
There you go.
Immediately.
So we're headed towards Easthaven,
Is that where you guys are going now?
and then to armor up, and then we're gonna go over to the fortress, unless we hear back from my informant who tells us to go someplace else.
Unfortunately, he can't get back to you that fast.
Yeah,
Leads us on a wild goose chase.
Oof.
So
I can also make some.
Okay, who's in the lead?
I'm gonna be in lead because I said I took off the axe beak first.
I'll come up second.
Yes, I'm third.
Did you hand me the map to where we're going again?
Yes.
We're
Go
good.
make a survival check.
You've had the map.
No, because I handed it back to you when
You had the map to the black cabin.
It's 19.
Okay.
so
The first hour goes uninterrupted, other than the snow is not getting heavier, not getting lighter. It's what you're used to, just windy, cold, dark, and you're attempting to follow the trail up north once you hit the east way to continue east toward Easthaven. East.
A lot of east.
A lot of easts.
Would I know any of this place being a favored terrain with the natural?
Yeah, you would know the area.
All right.
You've traveled 10 towns a bit.
I'll travel for an hour or more when you're choosing terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your routes travel. Your route can't become lost except by magical means. Your main alert to danger when you're engaging in another activity can be stealthy at normal pace. While alone, you find twice as much food from foraging. I don't think that's gonna work. While tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long they pass through the area. You're familiar with Arctic terrain.
Okay, I need someone to roll me a d20, please.
I will bust.
8.
Motherfucker. Oh, mine was.
There's a
We'll go with 8.
in the dungeon.
oh, mine was 1.
Good thing we're going with 8.
So we're using that.
Who want me to roll?
The snow begins to fall a little faster. The flakes become smaller. The wind becomes rougher. Your visibility shrinks tremendously. You end up slowing down. For the next hour, it'll take you 2 hours to get the next hour. Going about half speed, just trying to brave and push your way through. For the next hour, can I have someone else roll me a d20, please?
I was gonna say favorite terrain.
18.
Right.
Chap's like, I'm not rolling that.
I'm like going for it.
As you get through the next hour, relatively, you kind of gain your step and your footing on the axe beaks and the sled. You kind of pick your pace up back to your normal pace, just pushing harder through this storm that you're getting into. What's y'all's passives?
Passive what?
Passive.
Which one?
Perception.
15.
14.
15.
17.
Jaxxon. You notice this as you guys are continuing down the east way toward Easthaven. You notice as you guys are passing something in the snow off to your left. It kind of looked like a rock at first, but as you kind of continue on and you pass it and you look, you notice that it's like a protrusion, like an arm.
Like an An arm?
sticking out of the snow,
Like
Okay.
this, or just
So
like elbow up.
I'm gonna ride up ahead quick, as fast as I can, up to Dane, and tell him what I saw, and then sort of fall back and tell Kirk, and then fall back and tell Matthias, and then fall back and tell Leon, and then get back in the rear and just keep looking around, and just say, we need to stay sharp because. I think we may.
I'm gonna ask, well, did it look like the arm was sticking out of the snow? Was it the elbow? What was it?
It was a whole arm. It was a protrusion. Like, it looked like an arm. Like, it looked like someone stuck up out.
Do you think it was an ambush? Or do you think someone got frozen in the snow?
I don't know. It could be either one. But
I'll go check it.
Was it moving?
Definitely don't think we ought to go check it out.
Hey, hell no!
Okay,
could
I would say keep moving, but
I?
because whatever it is, we're on axe beaks, and it can't be faster than us.
So we do a flyby and keep going.
That could be a zombie. White zombie. Like a,
White
great
walker.
music group.
I remember seeing something, but
So what are y'all doing?
I said
Keep moving.
keep going.
Keep going. Okay. For the 4th hour,
I was gonna say.
I don't like that smile.
I was gonna say, could
Why
I
go check it?
use
Because
primeval
Dane
awareness?
would think
to,
it's someone.
as an action,
trapped
can
in the snow. You'd be
expend
worried.
one ranger spell slot,
I mean,
Especially with all the
per-
sacrifices and stuff.
per level. But
I mean, you can.
since
Just
whether
keep going.
whether any aberrations, celestials,
If it
dragons,
is,
elementals,
I
fae,
don't know, put 'em
fiends,
on the back
dead
of the
are
fucking
present
dog side.
within
Try and
1
thaw 'em out
mile.
in Easthaven.
okay, yeah, sure.
Or see if there's gold.
Expand your slot.
I'm gonna expend my slot to see if there's there's any.
Nothing.
All right.
What did you just do?
I spent one spell slot to sense whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, faes, fiends, or undead being present within a mile.
Okay.
And you sense.
Oh, so it wasn't undead?
There wasn't any of those.
So I'm gonna ride over and I'm gonna check and see what it was.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop,
If I die,
but I'm gonna keep my distance. And be like, you okay over there?
I'm gonna stop nearby just in case, keeping an
Okay.
eye on nearby.
Jaxxon just.
And then javelin.
Yeah, I'll just be
Yeah.
next to you.
Jackson's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Gold.
I'll roll my eyes and be following Jaxxon.
So you
So
guys.
I
you
did
two
not
are
have
still
stuff
going.
out.
We're just at a distance, just like you good, and you're actually. We got an even spread, kind of.
So Dane, you hop off.
Anything is
Roll me an investigation check.
Are you with him too?
We're
All three of you
no.
guys?
Well, we're
We're some distance away.
Okay.
yeah, we're like at a safe distance, just in case.
It takes you a little bit. You find where he kind of pointed it out where it was. You see an arm about elbow up, just kind of like out of the snow, kind of like this.
Do you need some fire over
I'm
there?
gonna flip my axe over, and with the butt of my axe, I'm gonna poke it. Literally poke it with a stick. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
So I'm.
Need some fire over there?
No, I'm gonna try and use the head of my axe gently and gingerly and try and get the snow out of the way.
Okay.
And see what it is.
Sure.
Roll initiative.
As you begin to shovel gently unearth, you hear occasional scrapes of your blade on ice or something hardened
Frozen.
like ice. As you begin to uncover, you uncover down to a shoulder, to a bare shoulder, into a bare chest, up to a head with milky white eyes and mouth agape slightly, frozen over, gray hair down to like the shoulders, but like stuck against the snow, matted down with the snow, like a goatee, little beard, just frozen against the frostbitten lips, the blackened lips. And as you uncover more, you see the torso bare-chested. You see the waist bare-waisted. You see the legs bare-legged,
Sacrifice.
all the way down,
So
it's
completely frozen
can I?
under the snow.
Am I able to assume that this was a sacrifice from other towns?
Give me an insight check.
While all that's going on, I'm gonna look over at Kirk and just be like, and
12.
sort of give him like we should turn around at least and
Probably a fair
wait.
assumption. From what you've heard of them sacrificing, how they do it, you're pretty far from Brinchander, though.
But we're getting closer to Easthaven.
Yes.
Okay. Am I able to associate that together as sacrifices of Easthaven are potentially human?
You could possibly assume that.
Okay.
You can certainly try.
So, you guys are around me. I'm gonna shout out.
We're both close by. They're a little further away.
I'm gonna shout out to you guys. It's a dead man. He's frozen to death. It appears to have been a sacrifice. It's not from Brinchander because we're too far. Maybe Easthaven since we're heading that way. But do you guys think we should leave the body here or bury him?
I mean, he's already here, and he's been doing pretty all right so far.
All right is kind of.
But I'm a little
Contrary.
concerned now that we may be heading towards where he was sacrificed from, if that's the case.
Well, if he got sacrificed from there before we go through the gates, maybe one stealthy person figures out when the next sacrifice is and see if it's safe.
So I yell over to Matthias and ask, "What's going on?"
We found a body that seems to have been sacrificed, and since we're heading towards Easthaven, we're thinking it may have been from over there. Yeah.
And Dane's gonna hop back on the axe beak and ride over to the group.
Fourth hour. Someone to roll me a d20. Or the fifth hour now because of the lag from earlier.
Did you nat one?
No, 4.
Okay.
4.
I thought it was. I was like, fuck. Not much better, but still.
Okay. Over the next hour, the howling of the wind lessens. Is this really? That's why it's still the same. I love this. It's it's an hour and 6. No, it's 2 hours worth of just this noise.
Oh, you mean the video that I linked?
No, this is just
It's a different thing. Okay, because
Spotify, so it's good for background.
that was a shame.
The wind lessens. The snow stops slightly. It starts to larger flakes begin to fall. The howling begins to cease, and you guys are essentially traveling through silent darkness now. Let's see.
You have dark vision.
The frozen tundra stretches out before you, desolate and silent. In the darkness, the only sign of life you hear, or you think you hear, is a lone wolf howling mournfully in the distance. The air is crisp and cold, with a faint scent of pine that carries over the brief wind as you continue on the east way toward Easthaven. For the next hour or so. And then before you, let me get this out and make it a little easier. I'm sorry that I don't have the big map, but I got a small map.
I'm just gonna save that.
Animal handler.
Hearing the
Want to
wolf
talk
howl,
to that
I'm
wolf?
just gonna raise the hand axe.
To the wolf.
You hear the cat roar back at the wolf.
Yeah, because he.
I do have some good.
Oh, you can sure to talk to. Okay.
I do have some good intimidation as well.
Don't intimidate the wolf.
Add the wolf to the dog's list. Oops.
We'll summon a pack out of nowhere and all this stuff.
Puppy!
I mean, I can always summon a beast.
Get right into the sunset.
Did you find the thing?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Be a
Because
word.
I'm gonna give you the map.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I was saying, hearing the wolf howl, he raised the hand axe like, hail, brother.
Yep.
put his hand axe back.
Okay, easy enough.
Just a little bit of flavor. A little bit of spice. Everything nice.
Chemical X.
No.
Okay.
That was not on the list.
Actually, also, in addition, it's kind of shitty, but if you want to turn the map over,
Oh. Oh, watch.
Also, here's your fox back.
Matt's down.
that's all the towns.
Down.
I know it's super small. I'm sorry I don't have the big map taped up and ready to go.
Easthaven.
But Easthaven's over there.
Okay.
All right, let me.
Oh, Brimshander's so circular.
Yes, it is.
You don't remember that?
Oh god, my eyes. Oh,
My
oh.
memories.
I should have not. I should have not done that for you.
Targos. Let's go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lonely Wood.
So,
I know what that.
arriving into Easthaven, you see there's no battlements, no fenced wall or anything around the city. Just kind of sparse, like cabins and little houses, kind of congregate and kind of lead you into a thicker area that is of Easthaven. Kirk, you know it fairly well. It is right now probably mid-afternoon,
Okay.
getting on to the evening. There's a handful of people out with their torches, kind of walking about just a little bit. Since the wind has died down, more people seem to be out and about. There's no gates. There's no halt. Who goes there? Just you can just walk right into the town.
So, assuming the party's gonna slow down as they start approaching the town.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
So I'll ride out in front of everybody and just kind of offhandedly mention, "Hey, the stables are this way. Let's go park our birdies and the sled."
Okay, so you all head off to the stables just inside Easthaven proper. There's a handful of dog sleds just moored there with sets of dogs as well. There's a very large humanoid kind of tending to the dogs a little bit. Kirk, you recognize this gentleman as Bjorn. And he is the stable master. You all see that he's not wearing much furs other than just like a shoulder piece of fur and like a strap across the bare chest and like a loin cloth made of fur. And he is very tall.
Yep.
His skin is kind of bluish.
Goliath.
And he has like black and red tattoos across a bald head that kind of trim down to his chest and over his arms. He's a Goliath.
Well, I'm gonna just set away the hand axe, the javelin away, because just having it in hand just in case.
I'll ride up to Bjorn. Hi, Bjorn! Long time no see there.
Hey, Kurt!
Yeah.
Is that Kurt?
It's Kirk,
Hey, little buddy, come here. And he reaches down and picks you up and gives you a big, oh, Kirk, I missed you, bud.
Squeezing.
Sorry, little buddy. And he sets you back down. He says, what are you doing back in the Haven? Killer on my throat.
Don't kill your own shot.
No, I like it. He only uses that for readings.
Yeah.
We're just kind of passing through, really. We're here to pick up some supplies before we head down to the other side of the Redwaters down there by Good Mead. Just came from Good Mead, actually.
And he says, in this storm? Well, he kind of looks and says, well, it was storming.
Well, I think what was storming for you, we rode through, but yeah, pretty much.
Gentle breeze.
And he looks past you to your friends, and he kind of gives a little wave down to all of y'all. And
Alright, proud.
he says, y'all looking to house your beaks?
Well, temporarily, possibly overnight, we're not sure yet, but yeah, give them a little respite out of the storm, and let me make introductions, and I'll introduce Matthias and Jaxxon.
And he shakes all of your
Dane.
hands the exact same way.
And as I get to Leon, I'll just be like, and this is a new kitty cat. We met him down in Good Mead.
Name's Leon. That's.
You're from the north, ain't you? Doing pretty far down south, huh?
Revenge takes you far away from home.
Yeah. I haven't been home in a while myself. Missed the clan. He just kind of sighs real big. But then he walks over to Kirk and he grabs all of you and kind of like bear hugs all of you. And he says, but now we got more friends to keep us company.
Dane tries to wriggle out and like, oh, no.
He lets you wriggle free.
Jaxxon asks, you wouldn't happen to know if there's an alchemist in town, would you?
Or a blacksmith.
There is a blacksmith. Alchemist, nope. We don't have any alchemists here.
I'm hearing there's a blacksmith. Alright, guys. Whatever spare weapons or metal you have on you that you don't need anymore, give to me. I need to melt it down so I can make armor.
I got nothing.
You want light armor, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's metal-based light armor, but we'll see.
Well, pelts.
Pelts are leather. Kind of like that.
There's some alchemist supplies.
You have stuff?
Excuse me? Are you
So
professional?
is there an artificer in town?
Nope, can't say to no one. Sorry.
Gonna get my name pulled somehow.
Say, Bjorn, they still got the general store open around these parts?
As far as I know.
It's still the same place, right?
Yep, exact same place.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna leave my axe beak here with you for a spell, and I'm trotting on over there. I need to pick up a few things.
Tabletop.
Take your time. When you come back, we'll talk about price. Welcome home.
Didn't hear anything about price. Keeps walking off.
Yep.
Table talk. Will you let me use smithing tools and to modify his leather armor to get +1 using metal?
To get what?
Like a +1 or +2 to his armor value, to the armor?
It's gonna have to be magical. +1 is magical.
Okay.
You can craft regular armor. It would take you some time,
Yeah.
but imbuing it with magic is not in your purview, unfortunately.
Well, so there's that.
So I'm gonna follow Kirk to the general store. See what we can find.
I want to ask a technical question because so he does know about the Duke.
A minute on the top?
Yeah.
I guess in that case, I'm going to use the metal charming myself.
Yeah, because you've
Because
heard
I need to hire you.
Because of the legends.
in
In
the
the
legends. and
Yeah, I
that's-
wasn't sure. Like,
That's where
Try
your
and see if we can
your
trade the
clan
gems to
was.
get your armor.
That's the thing to make your
1,000 ball.
Have you become a man?
Those.
Ball bearing?
Right.
Yeah.
Is to go out and
It's
find
metal.
a talk.
So theoretically, I could. But the problem is, if I give you anything that's above light, you're gonna take a
Hey,
negative modifier
yeah.
to your stealth.
Yeah.
I've
So
been following.
unless you want to roll stealth at a
trying to
disadvantage,
track-
which you'd probably still want to
I
stealth
wouldn't
because your
say
dexterity is
beasts.
ridiculous.
But
Yeah. But
I've been trying to track.
I'd rather still have
Are you talking to Bjorn?
Plus,
Yeah.
you-
Okay.
I don't think you're proficient with anything above light armor.
You know, have anybody
Yeah.
seen
No, for us to get you better
And-
armor.
like? Like in
Can you
Underdark.
mage or
Mineral talk.
What's that?
I
Go.
That's
I'm
different.
never gonna talk.
That's a spell that you.
what?
Well, it only it's temporary.
I
Only
know the
lasts 8
stories.
hours.
My clan.
Yeah.
But
it kind of gives you like the same
your
story
AC
as your
becomes
clan
13 plus
type
its
deal. He
dexterity.
said that
Okay.
Nobody has any.
So is your
Nobody's
dexterity
seen anything or.
oh,
or well, your dexterity
all-
modifier.
Here?
and he points to like his tattoos that are like around his ears and up around his skull.
So it
And he
becomes
says,
We need to get you studded leather
this
armor. It's 12 to AC
means-
plus a dex modifier.
we've been out
Okay.
What you
toward
have
the
is
Sea of
11
Moving
plus
Ice.
dex modifier.
Right.
So
we
we
found
get
the
you studded
Minotaur,
leather and see if we get it enchanted
and
to.
we challenged her
How do we do
to
that?
combat,
Find a leather worker
and
Okay.
we showed her what we were worth.
or
And
buy leather.
you come back with
But
this,
even then, I'm a smith. I'm not
or
a
you don't
leather
come
worker.
back at all.
Right. So we'll still need a
I
leather
see.
worker.
Yeah.
I came back.
Yeah.
That was
Ah,
good
the
to hear.
good old days.
So
I mean, if you're
You're not looking
proficient
for a
with
Minotaur.
medium, you could wear a chain
Either or.
and get a 13 plus dex modifier and not have disadvantage on stealth.
And he looks and he looks at your fur and he says,
But-
"Those aren't tattoos, are they? That's your fur.
That's my phone.
You haven't seen her yet, have
That's
you?
strange.
I have not.
North, Sea of Moving Ice, that direction. Either you'll die from the cold, or she'll find you. And then it's
No,
just challenging her to combat. It's a long way from Easthaven, though.
True. I was thinking, considering all this darkness here, she might have, walked around, check what was going on.
I don't know what her motives are, other than to test the might of our clans up north. I haven't heard of her coming south at all. Doesn't seem like she really cares, other than to test us for our mettle.
Very well.
Help us gain respect.
Gotcha. Understood.
Oh, mineral talk. Takes me back. Then he turns and he starts getting the axe beaks all ready and whatnot. So,
He's gonna follow. He's gonna go after them.
okay. So the general store, huh? So, as you walk up to where you remember the general store is, in the near the center of town ish, what does the sign read?
It's gonna read Easthaven Co. General Goods and Stuff. And the N is the N apostrophe. Stuff spelled S-T-U-F.
I thought we were looking for armors and weapons.
No, general store.
All right.
Still in the same place that you remember it. As you lead everyone inside, who do you see?
So there's gonna be a relatively half elfish looking person, male figure, probably around we'll say the mid 200s, so fairly young-ish. Not the person I remember, but somebody I would recognize as being the son of the original proprietor for this general store.
Okay. And he as you all walk in, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. So he looks up and he goes, welcome to Easthaven Co. General good and stuff. What can I do you for? Weird. Couldn't really be bothered to be working here, but he's doing what he has to.
Minimum wage.
You're not who I remember being here. Where's the old man who used to run the place?
You mean my dad?
Oh.
Yeah, he's
You did look familiar now, yeah.
yeah, he traveled back to where it was a little bit warmer for just a little while to see some family. And he said I had to watch the shop. God. And he flicks his hair a little bit. Angsty teenage elf.
Well, alright then. I guess I propose he didn't tell you about the stuff he owed me.
What did he owe you?
He owed me an adventurer's kit, just a lantern, some rations, little things here and there.
Do you have a bill of sale?
It was a word of mouth thing, I
Oof.
did a favor for him and he owed me, so.
Roll me a persuasion check. DC is pretty low because you really couldn't be bothered too much.
That one.
Dirty 21.
Says, what's your name?
Kirk Mockwood, kind of famous around the 10 towns, traveling bard before all this darkness kind of came in.
Best of the snake.
Yeah, it sure is a bitch. And he goes, all right, Kirk. I don't know you from Joe Schmo. But if my dad owed you something, I might as well honor it because I don't want him to be mad when he gets back. But I'll be telling him. I'll be reminding him that he owed people things and didn't tell me. And he'll stand up and kind of slouch over, grab an adventurer's kit and lantern. It's kind of like, here you go.
And I'll take it. Oh, well, I appreciate the help. You look like you could use a little something yourself, and I'll just kind of lay a couple silver on the counter. Why don't you go get yourself a drink when you get a chance? You need to lighten up, kid.
Hard to lighten up when this fucking darkness is around, but I appreciate it anyway. I might be going to the White Lady later tonight. Get some mead.
Oh,
Maybe
they
some
do.
ale.
White Lady's still around. I guess we'll have to stop in there.
Guess you should.
The who?
Oh, it's one of the local proprietary, or not proprietary, one of the local watering holes in Easthaven. It's got some pretty nice rooms in there, from what I remember. Pretty lively. Good drink, good food.
If you all plan on stopping in later, and he kind of leans forward a little bit, he says, Ronaldo, I don't know if you know her, she's planning you said you've been here before, she's planning a seance, try to see the White Lady tonight. If you stop by, might be a fun time.
Oh, I'm definitely going to have to stop by now.
Who's the White Lady?
Well, he says that musty old tavern, that musty old inn, named after a local legend known as the White Lady. A ghost. It was a ghost that wandered. They used to walk Lag Dunashire. This is the lake just north there. Like Denishire, and he'll kind of point to the north a little bit. Rumor says that she watched her husband drown, and she couldn't help him. So she wanders about. Some seen her in the inn. I haven't seen her yet. Sure as hell make a good time though.
The kid makes it sound like it's not that interesting. Honestly, though, it really is interesting. Locked in a shell, you know. It's claimed many lives back in its day, but the legend that he's talking about, why, I witnessed it with my own eyes. The ghost of the White Lady appearing on one day. Me and my friend, you know, we were pretty toasted, you know. We broke into the good wine from the White Lady Inn, and we were just sitting there one day, and there it was, the White Lady in her beautiful, glorious self, weeping all there, walking into the lake there, and drowning herself, and it was a very interesting experience, but legend it's not, more like fact.
He nods and he perks up just a little bit. Yeah. Seance tonight, if y'all are in.
It's a bit of a tradition around these parts.
Sounds like something we should
What else are we gonna do?
Do you have any barrels of oil?
I don't think I have barrels. I have like skins and flasks.
How many?
And he like slumps off back behind the counter, back behind a little door. Not much. I got 8 flasks and 4 skins.
How much?
Essentially 12 flasks. Yeah. Where are you? Well. Silver, 5 copper. No, 1 silver apiece. Yeah, that's what Dad said. 1 silver apiece.
Each?
Yeah.
For the flasks and the skins?
Yeah.
How about 10?
10 apiece?
No, 10 for all. Because you had 12,
Yeah.
and it's 1 silver per each.
Roll me a persuasion check. You're haggling here.
Got nothing else to do. Two.
For a second, I thought that was a 20.
Yeah.
Says, yeah, I don't care. He rolled a 1. I was like, whatever. 10's fine.
Okay.
Wow.
That's 1 gold.
Wow.
So I'll give you 1 gold. Yeah. Just toss 1 gold. So what did I get? I got.
You got a 2. You
No,
got
no,
No,
what
you
did I
get 10 flasks of oil.
Okay.
Or just oil, and then it should be parentheses flask.
Wasn't it
but depends.
12?
Okay.
Wasn't it 12?
12. You get 12.
12 for
12
10.
flasks.
For 10.
Okay.
Yep.
You got any arrows there?
Any what?
Arrows?
Arrows? Let me check my inventory, he says. And he'll just look around.
Wow, really bright this one.
General store.
The old geezer we used to run this place knew a lot more than this kid.
He says, you're in luck. You got a few quivers.
How many arrows does each quiver have?
20.
20 arrows?
Like normal.
How much for a quiver?
1 gold.
So you got 20 quivers.
What?
You got 20 quivers. That's what you said. Or 20 arrows per quiver.
20 arrows per quiver.
And you got how many quivers?
4.
Yeah, here you go. Here's the 4 gold.
You take 4 quivers of arrows.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is that's 4. That's 80.
That's 80 arrows.
So I'm gonna.
Okay.
And then,
Anybody else? Bard shit.
Jesus.
I actually got a extra set of. I've got an extra costume here that I don't know how I came about it, but I think I could sell it.
Not here. I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, fair.
Costume? What?
Don't worry about it. It's a bard team.
I mean, that might be a you thing, not me.
But, well, I think the last thing, I would, you don't happen to have any, like, ice picks or laying around, would you?
A handful of picks. Ice picks.
Pick your
Lean
choice.
against the wall.
Pick your
The
pick.
big climbing kind, not the tiny little.
Well, they're doing
The
that.
climbing ones?
Jaxxon.
Yeah.
Or you mean like the
Like
dwarven?
You still want
Like the
torches?
big
Yeah.
fucking climbing. Yeah,
The
okay.
climbing ones? Yep.
'Cause I got
Could I
them.
use my?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Do you want
Gold for the pair?
them? Alright. 10 torches.
Yeah, that sounds
All
fair.
yours.
And I'll toss the gold, or put the
Do
gold
you
on
want some
the top.
torches? Is that it?
He got his
Because he wasn't gonna
torches.
try to catch it.
I mean, I have torches that I'm not going to use.
Oh, how many you got?
10.
Oh, there's
Why do you guys have so many torches?
Because we picked those at the starting gear.
so if you want to light a fire.
Now that I know you guys have torches, really gonna come into effect if you have dark vision or not. So
I have dark
if you
vision.
don't,
Well, that's why I'm just
Light a
like
torch.
I have dark vision.
or you
that's
don't
why
see
I'm-
shit.
You need some torches, Ed?
Ice picks
What are
on
you
the
guys
thing,
doing
can't
over
just
there?
use commons.
I mean, I have dark vision, so I don't need it.
The
No, I can see in the dark.
or sickles.
You know,
Yeah.
I have one and one eye.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but yeah. If you want a custom item or something,
One eye, your dark vision's kind of. Oops.
ice climbers, ice picks, something.
Do you have any fuses?
Fuse.
Fuses?
Yeah.
Just use a rope with a.
Wait, are we playing with invention stuff now too?
Well, it's a general store.
Just curious.
He shows up with a couple small copper rods.
Do general stores
I don't.
have armor?
Okay.
Unfortunately, not. You could probably make your own, he says.
Do you know how I could do that?
Rope?
We got hempen rope.
Yeah.
You fray it up a bit. Got a little. You soak it in some oil.
Okay.
Let it sit.
Yeah.
That could
okay.
probably work. Maybe.
That's true.
I don't know. Fray it pretty low, I guess.
It's a good idea, kid. Thanks.
Been around a little bit.
I thought you meant like
Done
fuses
my
for
fair
electrical
share of
systems, like, oh, fuck,
fusing.
Do you have any armor by chance?
It's a general store.
Or
I
no-
don't, unfortunately. You gotta go to a smithy or something.
Are there any in town?
Yeah, there's some in town.
Mind telling me?
You gonna go buy stuff there?
Perhaps.
Armor specifically.
I can't quite remember what it's called.
Dickhead shopkeeper. Got it.
Oh, come on, kid. I'm sure you know.
It's just on the tip of my tongue. Tip of my brain. I can't quite remember
How's your
what the
gold?
place is
10 torches.
called.
Do you need those?
Oh yeah. Got him. Thanks.
They were just swinging by the back.
Do some sleight of hand checks here soon.
I know where you.
Sorry, friend. Can't quite think of it.
some company you got here.
I don't know this kid. I know the kid's old man.
I'm standing right here.
Oh.
I'm sure you're a nice kid, but you're still pretty young.
Y'all gonna buy anything else? Just waste my time.
Well, I think that about does it for me.
How about a place we could buy weapons or something like that, or an armory that's in town?
Yeah, like I told your friend, I really can't place the name of the location.
No, not somebody who could smith, but like maybe a place where weapons are stored,
I think.
Trying to buy some?
or just where they're stored.
I think Ronaldo would better know that information than.
Okay.
I mean, I might remember.
Mm.
I'm gonna
If I
hold
got
up.
it.
You-
I'm
you-
gonna.
Kurt's gonna
putting
roll his
down.
eyes and hold up 2 gold pieces and
No,
look at him.
I got a bottle of here from Mead, from Good Mead. I might keep it. You know,
Is it a good mead?
it is a Good Mead. Mead.
How old are you, kid?
Oh, about
He's probably got
240,
200.
give or take a decade or two.
Elf.
He's
Oh,
probably,
my.
half
he's
elf.
probably old
Oh.
enough to drink.
Been drinking since before y'all were born. And he'll reach over and grab.
Does the information?
I don't know. I might not know.
Kurt's
the
gonna
place.
hold up 5 silver pieces and just look at him to gauge his reaction.
You guys tried to punch him yet? Because that's an option.
I was just about to be like break out my spark.
I don't know. If I had a ball in my hand, I might remember. Might help me.
There you go.
remember. Takes me. He says, "Yeah, go down to Dunishire Smithy, and they'll hook you up. Tell them Elfars send you."
We'll do that.
Tried the intimidation.
Thanks, kid.
Oh, I still
Thank
got
you.
this
And he,
condom out of
I can't do it.
adventurer's kit. And some lanterns.
Yeah. Pops the cork and takes a swig. The good mead.
It's a Good
He
Mead from
sits
Good
back
Mead.
and then he says, "Remember Ronaldo? White lady? Seance tonight."
Yeah, we'll be there. Alright, let's go to Dinashir Armory.
My character's trying to do that.
About 2 streets over
Yeah.
is Dunishire Armor. Inside there's a tall, kind of brutish looking humanoid figure. Not a Goliath. Skin is just a tinge of green, tusk kind of creeping out from under his, at his lower lip. He says, "Welcome to Dusty Arms. How can I help you?" This is a half-orc.
Yes! It's okay, Theodore. My character's already this man, so.
Right, it's all you.
We're looking for some weapons. What would you happen to have?
What are you looking for?
Don't look at me.
What do you have in?
I got daggers, hand axes, javelins, light hammer, sickle, spear, battle axe, flail, glaive, great axe, great sword, halberd, lance, long sword, maul, morning star, pike, rapier, scimitar, short
Just put a
sword.
dip in halfway.
Was the hand axe in that
He's
list?
what I
pretty
got.
much got everything.
Was the hand axe on the list?
I think I heard axe
Yep.
something.
Hand axe is on the list. Great axe.
All right.
What kind of rapier do you have?
I just have a regular rapier.
Just a regular.
Just a regular old.
Yep.
Going.
If you're looking for magic, we don't have any magic here. Unfortunately.
My hand axe and javelin will do for now.
you have a longbow?
It's okay.
Do any of you guys have longbows?
Yeah, I got some longbows.
How much for the longbow?
Ooh, 50 gold.
All right, I'll take one.
Wait, a regular longbow? That's pretty expensive.
I don't feel like I'm gonna need mine for very much longer. All right. Got anything special?
That longbow you're holding,
Yeah, it is pretty special.
made it myself.
It's nice. Thanks.
If you need me to threaten the orc, I got you.
You're not even
I know I'm not, but worth a shot.
Leo's gonna be patting his longbow on his back.
You know, now that I think about it, you got any throwing darts?
I've got some darts and 8 points behind him on the wall. There's a plethora of different shaped, like shurikens and throwing darts, bunches of different kind, whatever flavor you want.
Wait, didn't you have one?
What's the going rate for a piece?
5 copper.
Per?
Yep.
So that's 2 per silver, 1 gold for 10.
Yep. No.
1 gold for 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll give you 5 silver for 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
You seem like a nice little bard there.
Well, I would hope so. You used to frequent the Red Trout or the White Lady Inn. Well, maybe a couple years ago.
You ever see my fair time in the wet trout?
Yeah, I used to play around there. So you might have heard of me. You know, Kirk Mackwood. You know, pretty famous around 10 towns.
I have heard of you.
Yeah,
You want anything else?
no, just those.
Would you happen to have any studded leather armor?
Oh, look, right over here. Still look.
How much?
45 gold.
I'll take it.
Take that too, please.
Mm-hmm.
Can you wear light armor? Can you wear that armor?
Does it hinder your spellcasting if you wear armor?
It shouldn't. Anybody
Says
else?
leather armor?
Studded leather.
Studded.
What the fuck?
His body.
Wow.
He only had 20.
Yep.
Well,
22 or 40.
he had
He had
40.
40 gold.
Yeah.
2 of them were.
You want to buy anything else, or
Well, I think I'm good.
all right,
Might as
get
well
the
head
fuck
over to
out?
The White Lady.
You're going
Get
you're
some
going to the
order.
White Lady tonight?
Of course, I wouldn't miss tradition.
All right, I'll be at the Wet Trout.
I get the feeling that
Wet trap.
I get the feeling that you don't like him. Something going on.
Swear to do.
You're with him.
Just a
No,
traveling
I've
hunter.
never seen that cat before in my life.
Just a traveling hunter.
Alright. If you're not buying anything, get the fuck out.
I'll start walking out and just.
You too, beard man.
Me?
You got hunting traps?
No, the short one.
I'm not there.
You didn't come in?
No, I went to the blacksmith when we got into town.
Yeah, it's just been us four this whole time. He's,
Oh, I thought you all went together to all these places.
Nope.
He's been
Yeah, I didn't even know. You should have said something.
It's okay.
You got
Otherwise, I probably would have done a compelled duel, so it's probably good I wasn't there.
Okay.
you got a hunting trap?
You probably have to check the general store.
Do you have any armor that's not studded leather?
I do. I have plenty of armor that's not studded leather. And he points to the wall. Says he got chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, half plate, ring mail, chain mail, splint plate.
Mail. You've got mail.
I got some medium armor, some heavy armor.
What did you?
So medium armor. What are your options?
Medium armor. Chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, half plate.
I'll turn him into a battle.
Does he have the fear too?
I think he's proficient with up to
You
level.
said chainmail?
Yeah.
Chain mail, scale mail, breastplate, half plate.
Oh my god.
Medium armor.
Okay. How much for the chainmail?
Chainmail is heavy armor.
Chain shirts. The
Oh,
shirt.
so,
Chain shirt, scale mail,
okay.
breastplate, half plate.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, how much for the half plate?
Can you even use that?
750 gold.
Oh my. I'm just gonna reach for a drink I had in my pocket and be like, so much for that.
Yeah, you can just pick one off of a corpse when we get to the Underdark.
Yeah, that works.
I don't want to know.
So I hold up my little rat friend and I say, is there a way for you to make a little muzzle that goes over the snout of the rat with a little hook on the top of the snout and a little hinge that unhinges the mouth? So it just makes kind of a little hook on the top, like this.
And Jax is making the noise as well.
I'm just picturing a giant rabbit with this mouse making its head move while he's trying to explain.
Rat.
Give me 5 gold in 2 days and I can get it done.
How about 10 gold in 1 day?
Hey, you have a hard bargain. Why not?
Deal.
I guess we're staying tonight then.
So what did I just witness?
I don't even know.
Y'all want anything else?
Nope.
Alright, get the fuck out.
Alright,
Until
outside.
tomorrow.
Too bad.
I said until tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Okay, over at the smithy.
He's old.
You found one. You're there now.
It's been a while.
It's another dwarf. He says, "What's up?"
So I'm gonna ask the dwarf if he'd let me use his forge if he needs any help, and in turn, if he has any metal scraps that I might be able to use to forge a couple of plates to add to my chainmail. Essentially, turn my chainmail into half plate. So I don't have the gold to buy it, but I will work for it.
You're sure one of your persons. What are you? You're missing. You're sure one person. Where did he go?
Oh, to the smith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So crafting it yourself, turning what?
So I want to see if he'll let me work in the smithy in exchange for like metal scrap he has.
Right. What are you trying to change into what?
Chainmail. I want to forge plates to add to it and turn it into half plate. Or not half plate. The fuck is it?
Plate? Or splint?
See, splint would work. I'm trying to go up the heavy armor.
And you have chainmail currently?
I have chainmail currently. I don't have enough to. I won't have enough to make full plate. So I was thinking half plate, but I want half plates and a medium.
I mean, if you work for him, he says a 10-day, he'll let you use, instead of paying you, he'll let you have the scraps to build your own.
Can't work a 10-day though, because I have to leave in the morning with my guys.
You can't even craft that item that you want in a day, he
Right,
says.
but I'm just trying to get the scrap metal.
I mean, if you're not going to be working for it and you can't pay for it, I can't just give it to you.
Work all night, whatever you need done.
I've already got my stuff done for the night.
Shit. In which case, I'll ask if he'll let me use the forge to melt down the short sword +1 and a dagger, so I can turn it into iron bars or steel bars.
Into steel bars?
Yeah.
How tall is Kirk?
He says, sure.
How tall is Kirk?
Use of the forge, 20 gold. To do that.
Money. I think first time, there's nothing else I can do, because I just don't have the money.
Okay. So you leave without even haggling.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way he's only getting, all I have is 5 gold.
He's like the size of his boot.
Okay. I mean, you have other stuff you can give him.
Not really. I mean, like, the only good thing I have
He's
on me
7
besides
feet
my
tall.
axe is a short sword +1.
7 feet 8 inches.
So,
Okay. All right. So. All right. So, what's going on, Shenanigoons?
Is there a leathersmith around?
Old boy who made the weapons is making your little thing. He was gonna craft the thing out of leather, so he might be able to do something. If you were to ask before you left.
Okay. Can I ask him before we leave? Is there a leathersmith around?
I can make you something, he says.
So, I also need a glove that would like cover my hand up to my forearm. Out of the old leather.
Like a
armor
falconer's
that I have.
glove?
Sort of, yeah. Infinity armor. More like an oven mitt.
And he looks around and he digs a little bit. And he pulls one out. Exactly what you're looking for.
Perfect.
5 gold.
Done.
Okay.
Thanks.
There's a lot going into this little contraption of yours, isn't there?
Loving the music.
Yep. So where to?
Well,
It's getting
lads,
into the evening. Everyone's kind of closing their shops for the night.
I say we go pick up Dane and head to the White Lady Inn for the little seance show.
I agree.
It's something you can't miss. It's tradition.
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 You know. Okay, so you find Dane. Do they find you?
I don't know. Do you find me? I honestly, Dane doesn't know where he's at. So Dane leaves the blacksmith and he's wandering. So I'm just gonna roll a d20 and
Yeah.
If the gods
I would
I'm lost.
roughly know where
Dane is lost.
Smithy
Okay,
is.
you kind of make your way.
roughly, Yeah.
You find Dane kind of wandering down a snow-covered alley a little bit, like some residential area.
I could have sworn I came this way.
Oh, there's the little bastard.
Hey,
I
he's
say
called a
as
little
I'm sure.
bastard.
What's up, Dan?
Aren't you the size of my boot? What do you mean, little bastard?
As he's walking down the street, like people are taking their children and clothing. putting
A young kid walks up to you and says, "Do you need some help, Grandpa?
Grandpa.
I'm trying to get my helping old people badge."
Dane just looks at him and says, "Unless you want to be part of my axe, you'll leave now."
And he spurts off.
I'll run up to Dane and just kind of try to collar him and drag him the correct way away from the residence.
Okay. Yep.
Are you always like this?
And then you all make your way
You
to the
always
white,
like
the White Lady Inn.
Yeah.
As you enter inside, this is just off of one of the piers, so you can see just barely off to your left as you enter the expanse of Lectonashire. In the darkness, you can see above you the auroras,
Aurora Borealis.
the colors flitting through the air a bit through the sky. No wind to speak of at the minute. Everything seems still. You hear a little bit of rubble rousing. You hear the sounds of a lute as you come near, and you remember, yes, as you walk into the White Lady, you see a large open area tavern, maybe about 30 by like 30 foot square-ish tavern. There's it's not quite like taverns that you've seen before. This one has tables and chairs, but the chairs are more like armchairs, wrapped leather back with soft, kind of plush-ish curtains for the area that you're in. It's not like super high-end location-wise, but it's better than the wooden chairs and tables that you've seen before.
It's plush.
A little bit. And there's like curtain drapery like hanging from certain walls, the smell of incense and an ale, and mixed with the fire from the several different fireplaces that there's two on the outer sides, and then there's one big one right in the center that is a double view fireplace. It's like around, and it has the chimney up, but you can see through the flames to the other side of it. And when you walk in, you hear the sounds of a lute, and you recognize this as Ronaldo playing their lute back in the corner.
I thought it was a fiddle.
Is it a fiddle?
It is a fiddle.
Okay, it's a fiddle. Sure.
Mine is a fiddle.
You see a halfling plucking or strumming a fiddle, taking some notes into a fiddle. People are kind of crowded around a little bit. You notice that most of the individuals crowded around are younger-ish folk, mid, like higher teens, low 20s-ish, like humans. There's a couple halflings, and it's about 5 or 6 people around them. The older denizens are kind of like in armchairs by themselves, just kind of drinking and eating and just chatting it up.
So, as I kicked open the door to walk through, I start strumming in like call and answer
Yeah.
with Ronaldo until hopefully he picks up on the gist to start playing some jigs and reels like we used to in the old days.
He looks up, and his eyes kind of light up, and he starts back and forth with you. Everyone's just kind of looking around, watching you guys do this. This is Halo.
I thought I recognized it.
It's definitely Halo.
Dumb West Side.
What you doing there, buddy?
Me. Clicking.
I love Halo.
The nice, warm, inviting area beckons all of you inside as Kirk and Ronaldo are kind of going back and forth playing. People are looking back and forth as you all walk closer. And as the fiddle takes one last ring, and you end your note as well, everyone kind of claps, and Ronaldo comes over, scurries up and he just like comes in for a big hug and he says, "Hey, Kirk!
Hey, Ronaldo!
I ain't seen you in a minute.
It's been a couple years, that's for sure.
It's been a while. Welcome back to Easthaven."
I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be staying for tonight. You still got any rooms left upstairs?
Well, funny thing about that, I kind of sold the white lady.
No.
Yeah, old
Ass muncher. Good old ass muncher.
Bardaban. And he points over, and you recognize the elderly female human that now you recall that she's been wanting a place to buy of her own to pass down and stuff. She made a good deal, and I can still play here and do my bits. And he winks a little bit.
Well, no inn is complete without a bard outside. You know that.
Oh yeah.
Surprised you sold it though, and to Bardaban of all people.
Yeah, she made me a good offer. I mean, I don't pay for anything anymore, and I don't have to worry about all the drunkards and stuff. That's not my problem. I can just play and drink and bone.
Well, that sounds like something I need to start doing. Maybe I need to open myself a bar and sell it. Oh, by the way, and I'll turn to the group and be like, yeah, go talk to Bardaban, and I'll point, and I'm not being quiet at all either. It's happy, and yeah, go talk to Bardaban.
Okay.
And turn back and continue catching up with Ronaldo.
Yep, you guys catch up. He regales you of tales of Easthaven since you've been gone and all the people coming in and out and stuff. He hasn't traveled much. But the rest of you meet the elderly woman, and she smiles very genuinely and asks if you all want a room for the night.
Yes, we would.
Yeah.
She's got a room for each of you. 5 silver a night.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And then she hands you all keys. And then while you're talking to Ronaldo, some of the people start to leave, and it's getting late. And he goes, "Are you ready for the show?" He gives you a wink.
I'm always ready for the show, but these outsiders, and I'll kind of thumb at the party, they ain't seen nothing like this yet.
Okay.
And I'll kind of turn and whistle to get their attention and do the, let's go, come on.
Okay. So, Ronaldo gathers a few of the youngsters, and he gathers them all and you guys around the center fireplace. Him sitting in front, everyone just kind of like circled out in front of him on like plush little cushions and you know, blankets and whatnot. And he starts to tell you a tale of the White Lady. You see, her husband was proprietor of many things: fishing, thieving, jeweling, and the occasional woman here and there. And one day, as he's speaking, he takes out the fiddle, and occasionally he'll strum in certain spots to give the effort of storytelling. And say, see, he was a miser, and he kept his gold and his treasures hidden away from his wife. Many say that he drowned out there on the water of the Denishir. But I know a different story, and he'll go into a deeper telling of how the wife was jealous of his side lady, and that she wanted to get all of his money and leave him. So she couldn't find the money. She took him out on a boat, and then she decided to chuck him overboard and leave him to drown. But as he was falling over, the rope that she tied around his ankles grabbed her and pulled her down with him.
Oof.
And thus, the White Lady was born. She travels here and there over the Dunashare. But I think if we ask nice, she might come visit. Smoke from the burning incense clouds the room. Multicolored lamps and silks are hung from the rafters, and the light from several candles illuminates a circle of uncomfortable-looking guests sitting cross-legged on the floor. Ronaldo pushes back the sleeves of his robe, raises his hands, closes his eyes, and intones, "Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you've seen." After a moment of silence, thick frost forms on the inside of the room's windows, turning them opaque, and the candles go out one by one. Ronaldo shudders. I sense her. She's close. As you're all doing this, do any of you want to say something or do something as you see the frost start to cover the windows and the candles start to go out and the cold set in slightly?
Is it a good idea for us to hang around?
Can I squint my eyes to see the nature of
Oh yes,
this
this is
frost?
the best part. Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
Can I squint my eyes
And
to
I'll-
see the nature of this frost? If there's,
It looks like
Grab a
frost.
tankard and take a few swigs out of it.
I was gonna say if it's magical or something like that.
And he puts his hands up and he says, "She is with us. Oh, Lady of the Lake. Oh, White Lady. Speak to us. Show yourself and answer what may be asked of you." And in front of the fire starts to get less and less and less until it's just a very burning ember. And then just smoke starts to rise from the extinguished flames. And in that smoke, you see a visage of a flowing white-robed lady with matted hair, just dangling, sunken eyes, mouth slightly ajar off to the side, just kind of floating there. What do you want to do?
And so, is there flame or it's just smoke?
Just a little bit of smoke now. There's no more flame. All the candles are out. The flame in the main fireplace is out. There's a little bit of ambient light coming in from maybe a little bit outside, you think? Or it might be from the White Lady herself.
Can I perceive something off?
Something of what?
Like, you know, if it's an illusion.
How would you like to do that? Roll me a perception check.
Okay, well. Ah, nice. It hit the corner. Do I go with a passive or just a literal?
Sure, what's your passive?
15.
Doesn't look illusory. And she's just hovering there at all of you. And Ronaldo says, "If there's anything you want to ask." And he looks even at the little teenagers who have kind of moved away a little bit and leaned back and look super uncomfortable. Now's the time. And he leans
So-
forward.
Jaxxon sort of, at first, doesn't believe and sort of thinks exactly what Leon was probably thinking, that this is just some sort of hoax to get money because it's a bard.
Okay.
But then he,
I
then,
resent that.
but then he sort of thinks maybe there's something to this, so he kind of pushes his way forward through the crowd and says, "Do you know the way to the Underdark?"
Oh!
Damn, just straight up.
I was gonna ask something different.
Kirk drops his mug in shock. How dare you?
She says in a wispy voice like that. She says, I do not know the way to the Underdark, but I know what dwells there. Gray-skinned dwarves. Hark they come.
Hark they come. What do you mean, hark they come?
They have come from the Underdark. They know the way.
So Druger are on the surface and they're coming.
Yes.
That doesn't bode any good.
Do you know where to pray?
But it's
Where my
race
prey
and-
is? The one that did this to me.
Frostmaiden lives north in the sea of moving ice. In the solstice, you will find her.
Very well.
Oh, white lady. Where is your husband's treasure? Where did it sink in Lake Dineshire?
And Ronaldo goes,
Shit.
as soon as you start to say that, you see the white lady kind of lean down and then right in your face, just floating down, just her head's right in your face. And her mouth opens wide and in the same, but like amplified. She says, it is mine, I never found it. And she like starts to spin and scream in that loud, piercing
Banshee wail.
Yep. So I need you all to make
Oh, Jesus.
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh,
14.
30-16.
Shit.
18.
9.
Okay.
I critical that.
Fail.
So
Fit
the
one.
two of you watching this happen as her voice increases, both of you start to lose vision in your eyes, and the next thing you know, you like slump back, and you guys see those two just
These two.
Hit the
fall
ground.
unconscious, just like passed out from fear or something.
I'm gonna walk
And
over to Kirk.
as you see that.
What are you
She vanishes in a puff in that smoke that was above the flame, and then the flame comes back on. The candles light back up, and Ronaldo goes, "Well, fuck." And he looks at all the teenagers, and they're all like white faced, and he goes, "Well, I told you."
I'll kind of, after he hits him, I'll kind of be like, oh, shit.
And that is where we're gonna end tonight.